No record. Okay, now you are.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. I don't look, man, and I look at my settings and it say I got the pro. I'm supposed to have unlimited minutes. I don't know why I I'm gonna have to call somebody, dude. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But you know why? Now it's like it's on my pro. Cause now it's showing me I can go live on Facebook or on YouTube.
Is it like more than one option you can select?
Now I can. Now it's on what I suppose. Now, right now, it won't even cut off. We can go 8 hours right now.
Wow.
It's on the pro because I can see the live on Facebook and the live on what's in that.
All that good content.
Right. So we ain't, so I can, I'm recording, but I ain't pressed live though.
Oh, okay. Okay. So maybe you can just edit it and just bring it all together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Those who can do that, he supposed to be the fucking editor. Like, I don't know how to do that shit.
Yeah, me neither. Because I was going to teach myself once I got my iPad. Now, the new iPad Pro came out. I just got to get it. I'll probably get it next week.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here smoking my cig. This is a cigar, fellas. So I'm gonna be going on to my job saying, I see Ray Sean on a video smoking marijuana.
I'm gonna give him some free advertisement. Crown Royal XO, real smooth, smoother than the regular Crown.
Yeah.
$49.
This right here, you got to get this when you when you get all them blackouts from that Hennessy, man. That Hennessy be having blacking out, but I like my yak.
But like I said, I tried that, but it's cool. I will buy it again. It's not I wouldn't just rush to get that one though.
Right. No, I wanted to try, something different. Like I said, and I be black and I be man. I don't know what the hell.
Man, I'm at to send you a bottle of Douce, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, send me all that shit, man. But yeah,
send you a bottle of Douce.
At hand, right? Hey, that's that excuse juice. You just said all kind of shit, man. Come out your mouth. You like, man, what the fuck?
Ever since I got on that Douce, I left that hen alone. I left it alone.
You weren't no big hen drinker nowhere, though. You used to be on that light shit, though.
Yeah, I was, but sometimes you like, hey, like I show up to the bar and you buy me a shot of hen, then that's what I'm going to drink. I'm going to drink what you drink. That's how I do it.
Yeah.
But I don't even, well, I ain't going to say Douce wasn't out then, but I didn't even know nothing about Douce during that time, so.
Right. What's that symbol on the Douce bottle? What's that all about?
You know what? I don't know. I ain't looked it up yet. Some people call it a cross. Some people call it a sword. I don't know.
It looks like the cross of Lorraine.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta look that up. It look like you ever seen the Exxon symbol?
Yeah.
Exxon has the cross of Lorraine inside of their logo. The Exxon.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah.
I had some people like, nah, I ain't drinking that. I don't know what that is on there. I'm like,
man. Hey, man, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. For all y'all out there listening, it's a book. It's an older book from the 90s called Message in a Bottle. Message in a Bottle. It was by an author named Coach Powell out of Dayton, Ohio. That was one of my first seeds planted on like real advertising. I was a mass communications major. So advertising, that really put me up on the subliminal messages inside of commercials and television programming. That was back in probably like 91, 92 when he came to Wilberforce and he did a lecture. And it's called Message. He got a book, Message in the Bottle 1 and 2. And he broke down, man, the commercials at the time, the Budweiser commercial with the ants, the Zima commercial with the barbecue on the roof. Man, the symbol for St. Ives, the symbol for Code 45, the symbol for Old English. Man. Deep.
Okay, I'm gonna look that up. And he's from Ohio?
Yeah, he's from Dayton.
Dayton, Ohio. Okay.
Coach Powell.
I'm not familiar with that.
I used to actually teach. When I came back home to Cleveland and I was at Friendly Inn, I used to teach my groups out of that book, Message in a Bottle 1 and 2. It was several books I used to use. Message in a Bottle 1 and 2 was a set of books. And then also there's 2 books by a brother named Akil, From Niggas to Gods.
Okay, yeah.
Niggas to Gods, part 1 and 2. From Niggas to Gods, part 1 and 2. When I was working with the kids, the youth, that's the type of game I was putting. That's why I don't have a license right now for social work, because I never wanted to be under the guidance of the NASW.
Yeah.
I was part of the NABSW, the National Association of Black Social Workers. I was actually the president of the Cleveland chapter at one time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So,
man, you was doing a little something.
Man, a little something, you know, I'm just low key. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't put the flowers in I don't put the feathers in my cap.
That's how you're supposed to do it. That's how you're supposed to do it. But you know what? That made me think of a time back at East Tech, I'm going to say maybe sophomore year. Regina Webb and myself, we was in a reading class. You remember reading teacher named Miss Norman?
Mm-hmm.
We were in her class, and it was on a Monday. She came into class, upset and everything, threw her stuff down like, class, I'm upset, this, that, and third. And me and Regina looked at each other like, I don't know what she upset for, but it wasn't me. And she went on to start talking about how she had went to church yesterday, that Sunday. This was a Monday morning, and she lived in Shaker Heights at the time. And she was talking about how her preachers got to talking about all the people down in the projects down the way, and how he was saying there's no good in the projects, and can any good come out of the projects? And when she was telling us the story of her being in church, I don't know what it was, but it just inspired me, gave me fuel to prove that preacher wrong. Now, I don't know who this preacher was. I don't know the name of the church or whatever the case may be, but that was like my aha moment, so to speak, to fuel me to prove that it's some good can come out of the projects. And I say, and by you saying that you was the president, once was the president, so forth and so on, it just threw me back to that moment for some reason, because I've always felt and always said that there's a lot of talented, smart people down the way that I actually went to school with, ran the same halls with, bent the same corners with. It's a lot of people down the way that was down the way that had a lot of talent. And by you saying that you don't always wear your flowers on your hat, it's a lot of people down the way that did a lot of great things that don't always wear their flowers on their hat. You know what I'm saying? And that's just something that just threw me back to that moment. And ever since then, Miss Norman, she will always come to our track meets, bring her daughter, and she has some gorgeous daughters too, but she will always bring them to the track meets and everything, and support the track team and everything. And I always say, man, she comes to track meet, I'm gonna try my hardest to win this race so she can go back home and just brag, and maybe she'll go back to her pastor and shoot my name to her pastor and start bragging to her pastor about me. I don't know if she didn't or what, I don't know. And but that just threw me back at that particular time when you said that, because it was a lot of talented people back in the day.
Yeah.
Down the way.
Yeah. A lot of them got caught up in the whole biological and chemical warfare by the way of crack cocaine.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way Benedictine and St. Ignatius and Kent McKinley and these guys would be running football in the state of Ohio. You know what I'm saying? There's no way that these guys would be running basketball in the state of Ohio if a lot of our talented young brothers and sisters wouldn't have got distracted.
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, by the lure of fast cash.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we have a history prior to that time period of how talented East Tech students were. You know, I would hear the story from Mr. Cobbs and Mr. Grayson, how East Tech would just be, the gym would be overflowing with people. The streets would be blocked off because cars parked on both sides of the street, double park, illegal park, and everything. And it kind of somewhat faded away when that crack era came in.
Yeah, and well, and part of that too is that the games got too violent. You know, like when I was playing in my earlier years, we played at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock at Tech. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think after my sophomore year, varsity played at 3 o'clock.
I remember those times.
So the games, you know, games wouldn't be like they used to be when we had night games. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, a lot of people got distracted. You know what I'm saying, man? I wouldn't even been on the basketball team for real. I wouldn't have made the team.
Yeah.
If those guys would have been in school.
Yeah.
If you know what I'm saying, if the Darnell Smiths and the Jeff Tylers and the Maurice Ivory, them guys would have just stayed the course, man.
I remember Bells, Corey Collins, and what's his name? Love, all them guys. Man, stupid talented.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid talented.
But you know what I'm saying? It was, I mean, like I said, you can't blame it. It's like anybody that smoked crack, right? That started smoking crack before 1990. I don't even disrespect them by calling them crackheads. You know what I'm saying? I call them victims. They didn't know. Now, when you picked up that rock after 1990, you knew exactly what it was going to do.
Cause that's when you had to just say no.
Just say no, nigga. You seen your auntie, you seen your brother, you seen your neighbor, you seen your best friend's mama. You knew by 1990
but you know what
was gonna do.
I'm laughing.
It was suicide.
I'm laughing.
Just pull a trigger to their brain.
Right, and I'm laughing because I ain't gonna say the sole reason, but I'll just say it like this: the reason why I never indulged in it. It's because I seen a lot of my own family members. And I didn't know what it did exactly, the feeling, all that kind of stuff, but I knew I didn't want that to happen to me. So I stirred away from it.
Mm-hmm.
I stayed away from it. I don't want it. I don't want to smell it. I don't want to come across it. I left it alone. Because whatever it is it's doing to you, I didn't want it to do it to me.
Yeah, exactly.
Then of course I seen friends and my friends, family members, you know, going through the same thing as well. I'm like, nah, I don't want that to happen to me. I want nothing like that to have control over me like that. So, yeah, I agree with you on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. I wrote a paper about that in grad school, man, about the chemical and biological welfare on the Black community. See, that's what we need to be going for reparations about. You're never gonna get no reparations talking about no damn slavery. You're not gonna get no reparations. No reparations is coming because of no damn slavery. You need to go back to some shit that you can actually fucking prove, where you got video and written proof of what the CIA did to the Black community. That's what you go out to reparations about.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you go. That's where you go for your reparations. You go for that. You you can't go back 100 years talking about come on, you can't even prove that.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, for real. I mean, and you're not gonna, if that's the case, then the white man can turn around and get reparations from you as soon as you get it from them, because you had them slaves first.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think of it like that.
I mean, for real, you know what I'm saying? It's not logical. You know what I'm saying? You go for what they did with the biological and chemical warfare on the Black community. That's what you go out to reparations for. You go out to with my man Gary. What's his name? The one they killed after he wrote that book, Gary Webb. He wrote a book called The Dark Alliance. Pick that up.
The Dark Alliance?
The Dark Alliance. He the first one that came to the forefront with the whole Rick Ross and the CIA. You know what I'm saying? And they murdered him, but it wasn't before he got his story out. You know what I'm saying? They murdered him.
Wow.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That shit was planned like that. You know what I'm saying? That shit, man. These boys out here is wicked, man. That's why people, man, y'all, dude, you can't put nothing. Oh, the government wouldn't do that. They're not gonna do. What
Nah.
Are you serious?
I don't put nothing past the government.
These motherfuckers don't have no heart. None. They'll kill their own mama if it meant, or if it was just if it was a ways to the man. They don't give a fuck. You talking about the man that gave black folks the right to vote before he gave his mama right to vote.
Yeah. You think
he cared, man? That man is heartless, dude. You got to be heartless. They heartless. There's nothing they won't do.
Nothing.
Nothing. When they come with them damn FEMA camps, they already got these FEMA camps set up, man. Like the Walmarts, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit, I read an article today when they were referencing that. You know what I'm saying? They called them, hold on. They called them motherfuckers. They had a meeting with Walmart. FEMA had a meeting with Walmart, a secret meeting with Walmart. And they made an agreement with them about them building these big stores in all these communities, and the FEMA's contracting with them to use them for detainment centers. And that's why all these empty Walmarts, they never shut them down or reuse them for nothing. And if they do, it's a phony store. It's a front. But they have the same deal. They're called dark stores. They call it dark stores. It was part of the Rex 84 plan or the King Alfred plan. So they had these containment centers, and they can put one up in a matter of a month. They can have a whole city block rebuilt with these motherfucking housing. That's that video. That's that picture I was showing you. I was trying to show you earlier.
Okay. Yeah.
That was one that they had built outside of in New Orleans, next to the Superdome.
Oh, that's what that was.
Yeah. Yeah, next to the Superdome.
Now, did you see over in Italy how so many people passed away and they dying so fast from the COVID-19 that they just putting bodies in a coffin and having a military procession taking them to a certain location to cremate all of the bodies?
Yeah, I can believe it. And that's what all them plastic cases were for. You see what I'm saying? Look at this, man. This is the motherfucking neighborhood that they set up outside Louisiana. It took them a month to put this shit together.
Wow.
A month to put it together.
And how many, did it say how many people that can hold?
It didn't say. But see, this is an aerial view. So you come up closer, those are actually like houses.
Yeah.
Like prefabbed houses.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to let me see if I get to this part when it was talking about Walmart.
And is that a recent article?
I think it was from like 2017.
Okay. Well, that's it's recent enough for me.
It's basically talking about FEMA and all the stuff FEMA got going on. Like this right here. This is that underground bunker that they got on Camp Weatherhead outside of Virginia. And you know Virginia is the state with the least amount of corona infection. And just so happened to be where their major,
I heard that the other day.
yeah, but this is where their major bunker. This is where everybody went at 9/11. This is where President Bush and all them went, right? It's one of the largest underground bunkers in the world right here. It's a whole city. It's a whole city under this motherfucker right here, under this mountain right here. That's the type of shit FEMA been into. And it also, hey, it's so crazy, right? See, they call that Operation High Point. But when they was talking about the disaster readiness program for martial law, they even had the Masonic and Elk lodges included in those places.
Included as what?
Fallout shelters, camps, places to hold people.
What?
Why? Let me see. Right? Let me see. Was this? Let me hold on. I'm gonna get to this article right quick. Yeah, it's called the Civil Crisis Management System. That's what it's called. And that's when FEMA takes over, that's what they embark. And they also, you know, FEMA also calls on, they got a right to call on the militia, the Ku Klux Klan, the militia, to go ahead and assist them in policing the citizens.
Hold on.
That's another reason why the motherfuckers be over there training and doing all that military training in the woods and don't nobody fuck with them. Because they're part of the contract with FEMA. When this shit get enacted, it won't be just the National Guard. You gonna think they're the National Guard, but it's gonna be these damn militias.
Well, hold on now. Because earlier you stated that FEMA was started by Democrats, right?
Yeah, Jimmy Carter. He actually initiated the shit, and when it turned to FEMA, I think in like 1979, it came through early in the 1900s, but it went through like 4 or 5 different names, and it grew, it snowballed, and gained more power, and it ended up as FEMA under Jimmy Carter, which was a Democrat.
It's a cruel game out here, boy.
Yep, 79.
Wow. So how do you, whenever the election take place, how do you think it's going to affect the election, or if any?
That's another. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. They don't even matter about the election. That's a distraction. That's another underground bunker. Man, America put who they want in the White House, man. Fuck it.
I agree.
It don't even matter about it. You know what I'm saying about an election? That's a distraction, man.
Okay. Now, with that being said, because I agree with you 100%. With that being said, what is your opinion? I have my own personal opinion, but what is your opinion about our current voting system on the government level for electing the president?
There's no oversight. And then the electoral college, it's a lot of shit to that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The system works, man. The system is designed to work. It's the people in the system.
Mm-hmm.
It's the backyard dealing. It's the manipulation of legislation. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things. It's not, you know, it's not the system. That's like the justice system. The justice system works. You know what I'm saying?
But it's just the people that's running the system.
That's right. It's the people. The justice system works, but you got a judge making a decision. You got a jury making a decision. and a jury that's not of your peer.
Mm-hmm.
So the system works. It's the people in the system. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's the people in the system. I didn't know this damn that when they was talking about Walmart was this damn deep in here. I read this shit twice too. This shit crazy. But anyway,
What's the name of that article?
the secret history of FEMA.
Okay.
It's on a site called Wired. I just wanted to get into the look. Well, like I said, it don't matter because I can't find that shit. But that's when they was in. That's a FEMA truck in Houston.
Hmm.
Yeah, but it's crazy, man. It's it's about to it's about to go down.
Yeah, it's going on. But do you think this is the big one, or do you think this is
This is
an introduction to the one that's
it's not
one
the,
that's
it's
gonna
not
be
the it's not the end game.
Mm-hmm.
It's just another step to the end game.
Another step, yeah. That's what I believe. It's another step.
But like I keep saying, that you got these two factions that's warring against each other. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't with the end game. Everybody ain't on the same page with the end game.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we just gotta see we fight in public like that. They don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say we got a lot to learn, man. You talking about we taking over. Taking over what, man? We can't even, man. We can't even run a business together.
A lemonade stand.
You know what I'm saying? We can't even do the minute things. You know what I'm saying? Instead of talking about running a society, not equipped, man. We're children. We're babies.
Yeah.
You don't leave a baby in charge. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Too materialistic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We Jesus freaks. I ain't gonna get on there. I will leave that alone, man.
You gonna make people mad now.
Oh shit, I can't make them be mad at me. Shit, be mad at Jesus. I don't know why y'all. That's why I keep saying I don't know why y'all so scared. Y'all just need to get up in the morning and look to the sky and wait for Jesus to come down with them 100,000 men and on white horses to save everybody before big bad Trump.
But if he were to come down, if he were to come out the sky, they would take off running because they'd be scared.
They might well take off running because he ain't taking the majority of them motherfuckers with him if he did come.
Man.
So they can run and shout and hallelujah all they want. Not gonna save you, man. See, that's what I be thinking about. I be looking like, dude, do you know how many people have been just like mass slaughtered that we can go back in history and see? You know, wars where there's battlefields where there's thousands of men laid dead. America have done drone strikes and bombings where they've just bombed. They dropped a nuclear bomb on Japan. I mean, thousands of people, tens of thousands of people just wiped out at one time. The slaughter that's been going on over Africa for over 50 or 60 years. You know, with the diamonds and the oil and the minerals and the wars that they instigated where you got this hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people just slaughtered dead. What makes you think your body is worth any more than any of those people that were laid out on those fields? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like, what makes your mass destruction any different? When it happened over there, when it happened to other people, We kept it moving, nigga. The sun shined
Right.
the next day. The trees kept blooming. The flowers bloomed. It rained. It snowed. Shit didn't stop. Nobody cared. So who the
Right.
fuck cares when it happened to you?
Yeah.
Like it can't happen. It can happen to you. It can happen. It happened to our ancestors. Look what went on those plantations. Like people have been doing that shit for hundreds of years. What are you talking about? We not special.
So how you feel about your boy Kanye
What do
and
you mean?
statement that he made?
What statement was that?
The 400 years and we didn't. What was the? I can't. Dang. What was the exact quote? 400 years and we didn't do nothing. The quote that everybody got mad at him for saying about slavery, saying that we accepted slavery or something like that.
Right. Well, yeah, he said we allowed to be permitted or something like that until
Yeah,
a point.
it's like all of us, and like, what was the problem? Like, I can't remember the exact quote, but me personally, I wasn't upset. The man that made me upset. I agree with the dude.
Well, I can't, like I said, I can't remember his quote in entirety. See, a lot of times when you hear quotes, you actually got to hear that quote in context.
Right. And that was my big argument behind the whole thing, because the quote that they showed on TV, on TMZ, was not the entire conversation, because from my understanding, the conversation, what they showed on TV, the conversation started the day before, and it just showed that particular segment.
Yeah, see, that's what I believe about that. When you can, somebody asks you to give your opinion on a snippet. Like, I like to see that how that conversation unfolded, so I can understand what he was saying. Because in a way, I mean, you can take that from, okay, we were passive and we laid down and let it happen, or that we were tricked by paperwork and into servitude from what we thought was a business partnership.
Mm-hmm.
And then motherfuckers switch the switch on you, and you ended up where you didn't end up. Your kids ended up, because your kids wasn't there for the deal. See what I'm saying? See, that's what I'm saying. It's like he trying to tell everybody there is no overnight fix. What they did to us was not overnight. It took time. They knew they couldn't get you, but they could tell your child whatever they want to tell it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so when you have it, I'm gonna take it away from you so I can teach it what I want to teach it. And that's the same concept they use with preschool and kindergarten. You separate the mother, you separate that child from his mother and father at the earliest point that you can. And you start to educate that child.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that started kindergarten, that was a statement that he made.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Think about kindergarten, a kid's garden, a garden of kids. Let me grow these seeds. Let me grow these seeds. Let me grow them. Let me grow them. By the time they get to third grade, I got them.
Right.
I got them. They mine. You can feed them. You can take care of them, but they mine. Cause I got their brain. I got their mind.
Right.
You gave them to me at the point where they can be shaped, easily shaped, taught, groomed. And you gave them to me to do that for you.
And everybody know that's the most important time in a newborn's life, an infant child's life. That's the beginning stages. That's gonna mold their direction.
And then they even hit you further than that. They say, well, fuck it, that ain't early enough. Man, let's give them free daycare.
To get them in the dough.
Let's start there. You know what I'm saying? Because now these kids coming into kindergarten, they sleepy and they irritable in the morning. So we got to get them used to getting up. We got to get them used to getting in this mode. So yeah, let's give them daycare. Let's go make them go out and work and go to school so we can have their kids at an earlier age. Now you can bring them to me as a newborn. Well, I know you ain't there to feed them breast milk. So I know I'm feeding them formula.
That breast milk is very important.
Breast milk. So I'm getting them early as possible now. and I'm packing them in the room. 10 in the room with 2 or 3 unqualified, used to be lunch aid, former crackheads that's working their cousin's daycare. They take care of them.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Man, stop it.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? They streamlining these kids for profit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In these daycares. I mean, and it's part of the black man's fault, because if you was there providing, then she wouldn't have to go out and work, and then she could be at home with the kids. But that don't always work like that, because if you get her opportunity, she still be taking the kids to her grandmama's house, her sister's house, while you at work, she somewhere else. Find something else to do. So, man, like I said, we can't keep blaming everybody else, man. We gotta take responsibility and accountability for the shit that we do and don't.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, where do the bugs stop at?
Where do it start?
You know, so it got to start with us, and we just gotta, like we were saying earlier, come up with a plan and start planting that seed.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you can do, you know what I'm saying? Like Nas said in Belly, man, all I can do is take care of me and mine, man, and if everybody else did the same, we'll be all right.
Hey, just do your little part.
Everybody take care of if everybody take care of their square, then the whole will be good. The whole will be good.
Do your part. You got a nice looking pie.
Man, we don't need no superheroes. That's why there's always the leader. Why black people always gotta have a leader? How you got one spokesperson for black people? That don't even make sense to me. Like I said, skin don't make you kin. Just because we look alike don't mean we alike. It's like you can call a Dominican or Puerto Rican and piss them off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can call it Japanese or Chinese and piss them off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can kind of call it Cambodian or Lebanese and piss them off. Because they look alike don't mean they all the same people or they all even think the same. So how do you see the thing about black folks, right? Our culture differs from door to door. And when we talking about the black culture, the community, what are you talking about when you say that?
Right.
My culture, my family is from we follow Alabama culture. You know what I'm saying? The people that we grew up next to was from West Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
They followed the West Virginian culture, which was different from Alabama culture.
Right.
I mean, our Cleveland culture was the same, because that's where we was, but our roots was different. So we did certain things different. We celebrated certain things different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, so it was, you can't just say a black culture back. That don't even exist. That's nuts.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's like saying African culture. What the fuck do you mean? Because Igbo different from Zulu. Zulu different from shit, whatever, ever. It's so many tribes, so you can't. What is African culture?
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that. You can't do that. What is white culture? They got so many holidays they celebrate. If it was white culture, you wouldn't be no St. Patrick's Day. You know what I'm saying? And all this other bullshit. Y'all all celebrate the same shit. But y'all different. Different cultures. That's why you got a little Italy, a Chinatown, Greek town, little Russia, you know what I'm saying? Slavic village. Then you got the black community.
Right. Like a self-melting pot.
The black community. With 8 churches on one street. How's that
next to the liquor store?
With a community, you're supposed to commune together. Unity. Community. You commune in unity. That's the word. That means we break bread together. That means we religiously celebrate together. That means we commune as a community.
So would you say we are our own worst enemy right now?
No, I ain't gonna say we are our own worst enemy. I'm just saying we just. I can't say that we are our own worst enemy.
Discombobulated.
I can say that we're contributing. Who said that? This was back in the early hundreds. It was a reverend. What was his name? He said our job is done because now the job is to train the black community to be a participant in its own demise. Is what he was saying. He said once we can train them to be participants in their own demise, then we can focus on other things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then we're at that point now where we participate in our own demise, knowingly and unknowingly.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Knowingly and unknowingly, we participate in our own shit. You know what I'm saying? We put ourselves in a lot of positions that we in. We sitting there waiting on the government to bail you out.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what? See, look. I'm gonna say that I know it's about time to wrap this up, man. This is like the third session we on tonight, but
Part 3.
It's Corona, man. Hey, this is what we're gonna start calling this shit the Corona kickback, man. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing else to do, you know what I'm saying? But it took for the white man to say, everybody stay in the house. See, this is what I'm saying about taking accountability and are you ready to lead yourself? We could have stopped that shit that was going on in Chicago, LA, Cleveland, Detroit. Nigga, all kids in the house for 6 months. Y'all motherfuckers y'all ain't going to school. Y'all ain't going nowhere. You sequestered to this motherfucking house. You in the house for 6 months. You ain't got to go nowhere. Your parents should do the shopping for you. They'll bring food home for you. You can do your schooling online. But y'all not leave out the house for 6 months.
And that would do what?
It's a self-quarantine. How many killings would stop? How much of this bullshit would stop in that 6 months? And then after they come back after that 6 months, I bet they act a whole different way. They done forgot they was even beefing with Johnny down the street about Becky.
You know what? I have to agree with.
They forgot about that $20 I was gonna shoot Marvin because he owed me my $20. And just all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? They would stop and they would stop. And then we get a different perspective. And then you as a parent being there, and now you got time with them. You know what I'm saying? Like Lil Wayne say, you might not want to hear me, but you heard me.
Right.
So, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Programming we got, streamlining, we can have organizations coming to the house and when they can meet with the kids, form block clubs during this time, reading clubs, chess clubs, fuck all that basketball and football bullshit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Let's do some push-ups with the brain. You know what I'm saying? Push-ups with the cerebellum. Let's put our kids on a damn 6-month quarantine.
And you saying 6 months regardless of what the government say.
Fuck the government. What they gonna say? They going from school now because you said they going online and getting their school work.
Right.
The white kids can continue. They can continue to go to school. I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about our children.
Right.
Quarantine 6 months.
Right.
God damn it. From June to December. When we let them out, we letting them out in January when it's cold.
I like that.
And a lot of them gonna be so used to being in the house, and you let them out in January, they're gonna be back in the house anyway.
It's too cold outside.
You change their program. You change their whole program. Now they in the house, and now they getting their sleep. They can't wait till 9 and 10 o'clock comes and they go to sleep. Get this damn day over with. You know what I'm saying? You say we reset their clocks. That's what I'm saying, man. It's stuff that we need to do to set up to fight this motherfucking war, dude. And we're not willing to do it. We're not ready to sacrifice. Oh, you know, my kid in my house for 6 months and not going. Oh, hell no. It will drive me crazy. But he was in your belly for 9 months.
Right.
You was in your belly for 9 months. Matter of fact, don't make me stretch that 6 months to 9 months. Goddamn it, we going to church. We gonna be born again. Don't let the motherfuckers off for
9 months.
Hey, don't let them off for 9 months. Goddamn it, we gonna be born again.
Hey, call it the 9-month plan.
9-month plan. You going to juvenile, you going to county, you in there for 12 months, 16 months, 24 months, 36 months. You know what I'm saying? Get reborn. Sequester these motherfuckers, sequester them.
But you know what?
At least 2 trimesters.
You know what? I think that's a great idea.
I'm telling you, I mean, different times call for different measures.
That's something that really needs to be pushed. Specifically to us.
Yeah, I ain't talking about nobody else. I don't talk about nobody else. I ain't got no religion for nobody else.
That is a cold plan. That is a cold plan. That would disrupt a lot of things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I like that. That's something I think we need to talk more about that. I like that.
Mm-hmm. Look how creative they get, man. These kids, you know what I'm saying, man? Hey, man, you in the house, bro, sis. You in the house. That means you away from them little boys. The boys, you away from them little fast girls, as my grandmama used to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you really get to know that girl, because now you're on the phone for 6 months. Now you get to know that girl. Now she ain't just a hit and quit. Now you getting to know you really get to know this girl now. You gotta talk to her. You gotta really talk to her. Oh, you gotta write letters. You gotta talk. You know what I mean? You gotta get creative. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So they put a lot of different things in, you know what I'm saying, in perspective. You know what I'm saying? You can't get weed for 6 months. After that 6 months, you ain't gonna want to get high.
I like that. I really like that. The 9-month plan.
Mm-hmm.
And you still getting everything that you need. Education. The whole shebang.
Yeah, I mean, you can go out on the porch, you can go on the bike, you can get some
air. Yeah. You
appointments, you can, you know what I mean, you can do that type of thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Food and hanging out. Nope. No.
I like that.
No pill popping parties. No ratty dirt bikes in the middle of goddamn Euclid.
I like that. The 9-month plan.
No, none of that.
I like that. That's something right there. That's something for real.
When somebody do something in your damn neighborhood, you know it wasn't yours. You're like, it ain't but 2 or 3 kids running around here.
Mine in the house.
You go get them little son bitches off the street.
Right.
And then when these kids come back outside, you'll see a difference because you nabbed the ones that was on the only ones still running around.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because people act like there's more good people in our community than there is bad.
Yeah.
The majority of the people, man, they gonna wake up, go to work, they come home and they mind their business.
Yep.
Period. If they got some domestic issues going on, then that's on them. That's in their house. That's their right. But to going out and criminalizing the neighborhood and menacing the neighborhood, that's a very few people in these communities.
Yeah, I agree. It's not the whole neighborhood.
No, it's not. It's a very minute section of the population that does that.
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that's why I understand why when we let them do it. We let them do it.
We didn't get scared.
We let them do it.
We didn't get scared. So with that being said, do you think we, I'm gonna say we, us now, because we are becoming the older elders, did we, on a whole, generally speaking, did we fail or are we failing the younger ones?
To a certain degree, yeah. But we were failed.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's like asking a third generation 24-year-old to be on her game when her mama and grandmama wasn't.
Uh-huh.
So it's hard to her that 24-year-old to raise her daughter so quote unquote the right way, but she's never experienced that. Her mother didn't raise her the way their grandmother didn't. Raise her
right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to you know what I'm saying, to place the blame because I mean we were failed. You gotta think our big brothers and big sisters who were supposed to be leading us, they were smoking crack.
Yeah.
Or selling crack or so involved in their career they didn't have time to deal with that shit.
Did you?
I'm basically want to forget about my family down there.
Yeah.
You know, so they failed us. You know what I'm saying? The people failed us too. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Man, the crack killed. We came up in that era. You know,
Yeah.
we was in junior high when that shit first hit. You know what I'm saying? So we was affected by that shit. That shit changed our lives.
In more ways than one.
You talking about the corona, how the corona just all of a sudden just changed everybody's life. We went through that. Crack way vicious than corona. That changed it changed everything. It changed the whole social construct of the community. It changed. Nothing was the same.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing was, your house wasn't the same, your neighborhood wasn't the same, your school wasn't the same, your church wasn't the same. Nothing was the same.
Yeah.
You had to adapt to a whole new construct.
Yep.
We had to adapt. We had to adapt. Sometimes you was shedding, you was quarantined in your home sometimes. Some of these people stayed in these apartment buildings and projects. They could not come out their house.
Yeah.
But the dope boys had it like that. Certain times you don't move through here. Nobody moves through here but us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was everything changed, man. Everything changed. I mean, from having a refrigerator full of food to none. For a lot of, from having Christmas every year to nothing. Your mama ain't down there on Christmas. You ain't seen him in 3 Christmases.
I remember them days.
And if you do see him, he out there smoked out. If you see him and don't see him, you know what I'm saying? That was a story for a lot of people. I mean, that wasn't my story.
Yeah.
I mean, I was fortunate enough to have a mother that didn't never drink nor smoke. You know what I'm saying? My mom didn't even drive. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have those issues as far as parental issues, but all around me, a lot of other people did, man. A lot.
Right.
I mean, can you imagine being with your friend when you first find out one of your parents is smoking crack or tricking for crack?
Man.
You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, a lot of stuff I don't play with. I play golf a lot, man. Play with dozens. Certain things I would never touch. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They're saying that one of your friends out there, man, and nah, man. That's why I can never sell that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But out for the people who did and do. I want for your boy. For your boy. I'm cool on the trenches. think it's temporary.
Yeah.
I gotta be able to sleep at night, man. If I can't sleep at night, then I'm doing something wrong. And I sleep like a baby every night.
I know that's right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna keep holding you, brother. When this corona kick back. But Monday we're gonna have a powerful show for you. We got brother Mossy Bay out of Jersey, New York area. We brought him to Cleveland for a couple times for lectures.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he gonna come on Monday, and I think he want to talk about etymology and the Moorish paradigm. He sent a couple of topics over, but anyway,
Okay.
we gonna do it however it go.
And it's just going to be him by himself?
No, he's coming with somebody, but I can't remember the guy's name.
Okay. Cool.
Hope we'll be able to go live. I think you gotta take this and make sure, because like I say, now this shit's popping up, but the first two times it didn't. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right, brother Akeem.
Well, that's cool. All right. I'm going to go ahead and finish my libations.
Yeah. Another one in the book.
This what, number 3?
Yeah, it's part 3 of 3.
Right. All right, then. I'll holler at you Monday.
All right, Playboy.
All right.
Peace out.